praise he does, so he won't have to hear the truth. Woman that he loves, every day is closer to that dream. Just another shot of whiskey, just enough to kill the pain. It's just another shot of whiskey, Lord, he's riding southbound train. Southbound train. One day I'll walk again by his side. Till then, Scotch be just fine. Just another shot of whiskey, just enough to kill the pain. It's just another shot of whiskey, Lord, he's riding southbound train. Southbound train. Just another shot of whiskey, just enough to kill the pain. It's just another shot of whiskey, Lord, he's riding southbound train. Southbound train. Southbound train. They left Clay County 1876. Grayback rebels trying to run the risk, seeking vengeance for their southern pride. Yeah. Jesse James along for the ride. They ride. They ride. September 7th, they rode into town just to take old dames down. Colt 45 strapped across their hips, yeah. JYG etched in the grip. And I often think about when they rode into my town. Will they try to roll the dice? Thinking Minnesota nights. Minnesota nights, where white dusters three walked in the bank, walked out to open the sea. Haywood cried, said, "Don't kill me," but that time lock won't open till 3. They ride. They ride. They tried to run, they tried to hide. Those old Yankees let the bullets fly. The town folk stood their ground, yeah. Northfield took the James game down. And I often think about when they rode into my town. Will they try to roll the dice? Thinking Minnesota nights. Always felt to sell some pride growing up in this college town. The home of heroes
Hey everybody, I'm Chad Johnson. These guys are the Minties, Minnesota Transplants, and we're here in Jinty's studio, Summit Stream Studios in Dundas, Minnesota. We're gonna do a little Steve Earle for you guys. My name's John Lee Pettimore. Seen my daddy and his daddies before. You're all you ever saw, granddad down here. Only come town by twice a year. 100 pounds of yeast and some copper lime. Everybody knew that it made moonshine. Every new man wanted granddaddy back. Headed up to Hollywood, everything he did. All my time, I've been told, never come back and got the hero.
Good morning, good afternoon, good day to wherever you are. For all those wondering what's going on here, this is Husky Volleyball, Club Volleyball. We're down here, San Jose, California. My name is Mike Spoladoro. I'm part of the Spolybrock Sports Network. Don't go try to find that online. It's not real. It's just for fun. But I'm here to bring you Husky Volleyball, Club Volleyball here from San Jose. First time on the mic with this team. We'll do my best with names, but it's a pleasure to be here. It's a beautiful day in San Jose, as you can probably see, sun pouring in from the rec center here. The Spartans hosting this one, the first competitor for your Huskies is UCLA B. The Bruins across the net. They're in white with blue shoulders. Near side, obviously, your Huskies, white with purple shoulders. Libero Gonzalez for the Huskies is on the court. She's wearing black with a bright white number. Feel free to pop into the chat. Not sure we'll see it. Let us know where you're joining from. We'll do what we can to dialogue. If I'm butchering names, also please let me know. And we're going to start match number one with the Bruins serving. We're underway right now. Sent over down the line, picked up nicely by Clapper. Spoladoro is going to go back to Clapper off the high hands and to the floor. Peyton Clapper scoring for the Huskies. Take the early lead here in set one. This will bring Sarah Sulo back to serve. Down the line, picked up by the Bruins. Bruins in system. They're going to go right side attack off the block to the floor. Clapper got a left hand on it, but it falls innocently on the Husky side, and it's a point Bruins. 1-1. The score just underway from San Jose. Here come the Bruins into the six. Clapper is there. Sarasulo quickly into the middle. Nice attack by Nelson is blocked. But the Huskies score on the quick return. And now lead 2-1. Back to serve Clapper. Senior out of Denver goes down the line. Good strong serve. Picked up nicely. Nelson with the block. And the score. Overpass. Nelson swipes left for point number 3. All right, I think we're back. Sorry, minor blip there. We're going to get off the school Wi-Fi. I don't think that's performing. Libero Gonzalez to serve. It's 6-3 Huskies into the 6. It's just long. Make it 6-4 Huskies. Hopefully we're back and rolling here. Gonzalez goes down to get it. Eknes goes back row to Clapper. Big attack. It's a good one. And there's a swing over. Clapper with the dig. Sarasulo goes to Eknes. Tip deep. Picked up by the Bruins. Here they come. Strong side attack. Big swing. Nice dig by Clapper. Sarasulo gets it up. Gonzalez sends it over. Now here come the Bruins once again. Middle attack. Tipped over. Finds the line. Score. Six. We're all knotted up. Here's set number 1. Sent back over. Here come the Bruins. Middle attack. Popped over. Clapper with a fingertip. Can't control. Point to the Bruins. Bruins now lead 7-6 in set number 1. Good strong serve. Almost takes out a teammate into the net. Point Dogs 7-7 as 7 checks out, 4 checks in. Spoladoro in to serve. Knotted up at 7, set number 1. Spoladoro into the 1. It's long. Point Bruins. Bruins 8, Huskies 7. Sarasulo, Sankey, Yay, front row for the Huskies. Spoladoro back to Yay, down the line. Crushing blow by Kat Yay, and we're knotted at 8. He's a senior outside out of Taipei for the Huskies. Here to serve. Up, over into the 6. Picked up. Outside attack coming. Cut shot. Spoladoro with the dig. Yay goes outside. Clapper, big swing off the block, but it's wide. Point. Huskies 9-8 the score. As Yay continues at the service line. Yay goes into the 5, picked up by the Bruins. Here they come, strong side attack. Big swing down the line. Spoladoro protects the face. Ball into the floor. Nice kill by the Bruins to tie things up at 9. Pool play here today. Huskies in the C seed. C pool, 2nd seed. Spoladoro's going to run back to Sarasulo. Nice pickup by the Bruins. They're going to come right side through the block. Spoladoro dig. Gonzalez goes outside. Clapper sets up off the block to the floor. And Peyton Clapper scores for the Huskies. Back to serve. First year middle out of Bozeman, Montana. Addie Steinke. Good serve, perfect pass, middle attack, tipped over, score for the Bruins. Good quick offense there out of the Bruins, and they put her down. And we're all knotted up at 10-10. It's the Herkster point here. On court number 4, on the College of San Jose State. Bruins sent over. Yay there. Perfect pass. Spoladoro runs back to Sarasulo. 2 hands over the block. Into the campfire. Nice play by Sarasulo for the kill. She earns her way back to the service stripe. That brings Eknes back in as Spoladoro will take a break. And Sarasulo into the 6. Passed up nicely in system. Middle attack. It's over. Yay. Great dig, but it's over. Here come the Bruins once again. Strong side coming. Left-handed sends it down the line. Excellent shot by the big lefty on the left side over there. Her body is moving to our left, and she cuts the ball to her left down the line. Nice play. And now the David Koenig point, 11-11. Into the net, Husky point, 12-11. Huskies back on top here, set number 1. Back to serve, Clapper. Clapper up, Clapper over, down the line, corkscrewing serve, it's an overball. Nelson to Sarasulo, outside Ye, tip shot, over the block and to the floor. Nice shot by Ye for the kill. 13-11 now, Huskies by 2, midway through set number 1. Clapper at the line. Clapper up, drills it into the 6. Good pass. Block at the net. Here come the Bruins once again. Right side attack, left side attack is over. Sarasulo wants back row. Clapper steps into it. Just finds the top of the net. Point, Bruins. Apologies, I don't have the Bruins roster. Number 26 back to serve. Sends it into the 6. Gonzalez sends it to the fence. Eknes, nice save, and Clapper sends it over in play. Nice job, Huskies, but look out. Here come the Bruins. Gonzalez picks up that attack. Sarasulo goes right side. Eknes off the block to the floor. Great job by the Huskies keeping that ball alive. And even better, the Bruins got the ball, try to run a quick one into the middle. Tip at the net, Gonzalez, great dig. And your Huskies score 14-12. As Gonzalez is back to serve. Into the 1-6, picked up nicely. Right side attack, it's a good one. She's tall and she's left-handed. That's number 18, splits the block. Clapper gets an arm on it. But too much heat to control, and it's a point. Bruins. 21 now back to serve for the Bruins. 14-13. Huskies up by 1. Clapper up. Sarasulo is going to go back to Eknes into the block. Picked up by Sarasulo. Steinke goes outside. Yay! Into the block. And the Bruins are still alive. Free ball over. Clapper. Sarasulo. Steinke runs behind for the C. Rattles around in the block and scores. Point. Huskies. Eknes earns herself a break. Spoladoro into serve. 2-point lead, 15-13. Spoladoro into the 6, picked up nicely in system. Right side attack, blocked by Ye, but they're alive. Free ball tipped over, Spoladoro with the dig. Steinke goes outside, Ye down the line for the score. Nice pickup by Steinke. Scoring for the Huskies. 16-13 now. Spoladoro at the service stripe. Spoladoro surveys the court. Into the 6. It drops. It's trouble. Not coming back. Ace serve. Huskies. Point. Huskies. Timeout. Bruins. 17-13. Huskies lead here. Set number 1. I mentioned pool play, so we're the C pool, B seed, meaning 6th seed overall. Top seed in our pool, Stanford. And then it's the Huskies. 3rd seed is San Jose. And then you're watching the 4th seed, the Bruins B team. And a pretty gutty performance here in a B versus D seed. Schedule for today. Playing here at noon local time. We'll ref the next match. We'll play then right after that at 2 scheduled time. Then we get a bit of a break in our final match of the day against the #1 seed Stanford Cardinal. We'll go off at 4 o'clock or thereabouts. Spoladoro brings us back into play into the 6th. Perfect pass this time. Middle attack tipped over, blocked back. Here come the Bruins once again. They're going to try the left side. Down the line and to the floor. Point Bruins. 17-14. Bruins trail by 3. Talk about a 4-point lead in volleyball being a pivotal lead. That's why I think you saw the timeout. Yay lets that one go. It looked wide, ruled in. They're standing on the line. I am not. Point Bruins. 17-15 now. Number 13 to serve. Off the neckboard, Spoladoro pops it up high. Gonzalez goes outside. Sarasulo cut shot nicely down the net, picked up by the Bruins. They're going to come left side. Big swing off the block. Clapper is there. Spoladoro goes outside. Sarasulo tip, picked up by the Bruins. Here's their left side attack. Roll shot over. Sarasulo there. Spoladoro sends it up high. Yay off the block. Picked up in the back row. Here come the Bruins. Middle attack off the tip. Clapper dives. No second contact, and the Bruins take a pretty good rally and cut it to 1. Number 13 now for the Bruins, serving to tie things up here in set number 1. Good strong serve, fought off by Spoladoro. Ye gets it back and free balled over by Clapper, just long, and we've got a brand new set number 1. 17-17 the score. Good service run here by number 13. She's rolled off 3 serves in a row. We haven't really been in system. Gonzalez sends it straight up. Ye is going to go outside. Sarasulo steps into it. Good swing. Nice dig in the back row. Bruins strong side attack into the block and down. The block was there, but it was not on the other side of the net, and that's a point Bruins. And now we got a timeout to the Huskies. They trail 1. I mentioned my name, Mike Spoladoro. It's a pleasure to be here. Spollybrock Sports Network, founded by myself and a good friend, Dr. James D. Wellbrock, the all-universe broadcaster himself, put this together. We stream on this platform called Easy Reels. Sam McKay from the Easy Reels origin built this app way back when we were playing club volleyball. We were down in Orlando, Florida, streaming on YouTube on Facebook, as most of us did back then. And Jim Wellbrock came to me and said, "What do you think about calling the game?" So we started with yelling into the phone. We've evolved quite a bit, so here we are. Bruins on top, 18-17. Here they come, sent over. Ye is there. Spoladoro all the way across. Nice set, Sarasulo through the block and down. Great job there. Spoladoro going coast to coast. And Sarasulo finishes with the kill off the block. And we're knotted up at 18 now as Kat Ye, right in front of our broadcast location, sends it down the line. Good serve, picked up nicely in system. Middle attack, tipped over, partially blocked, and to the floor. And the Bruins take the lead, 19-18. Big number 27 serving for the Bruins. I imagine I've seen her play in the middle. Good strong serve. Gonzalez, good pass. Spoladoro pushes outside. Clapper off the high hands. Picked up by the Bruins. They're scrambling, and it's over. Sarasulo is there. Spoladoro on 2. Picked up. Now here come the Bruins. Strong side attack. Off the block. Touch called. Point Bruins. Good strong side attack, scoring for the Bruins. Now they've won the race to 20. They're in the red zone. 20-18, Bruins lead. Sent over, Ye there. Spoladoro's not going to get to that one. Ace serve. Bruins 21-18 now. Bruins need 4. Lead by 3. Gonzalez sends it up. Spoladoro outside. Clapper over the block and long. 4-point deficit for the Huskies. They are fading here. They had a 17-13 lead at one point. Now 18-22. Good serve. Yay. Spoladoro. Sarasulo. Big swing down the line. Nice shot. Sarasulo scoring and breaking the run. That'll bring Steinke out of Bozeman, Montana, first year. Place near and dear to my heart. Steinke up. Steinke over. Good serve. Good pass in system. Look out. Roll shot. Catches the baseline. Point. Bruins. Nice shot from the right side. Over the block. All the way to the baseline for the kill. Now number 14 comes in. Huskies down 4. Bruins need 2. Up, over, yay there, good pass. Spoladoro back to Sarasulo. Off the high hands, nice dig by the Bruins. Their left side attack, stuff block! Sarasulo will give the assist to Nelson. Point to the Dogs. Spoladoro out. Aknes in. Sarasulo back to serve. Down 3. Good serve. Nice pass in system. Lefty into the net. Point. Huskies. 21-23 now. Gonzalez helps out Sarasulo. Never make the server work. Nice job by Maya Gonzalez. And here comes Sarasulo. Down the line, good serve. Nice pass, scrambling. Tip shot over, picked up by Ye. Sarasulo is going to go outside. Clapper steps into it. Oh, stuff, block. Bruins. Clapper wailed on it, but I think it came back faster than it left. And now here we are, set point for the Bruins. They lead 24-21. Backs against the walls are the Huskies. It's Ye, Gonzalez, and Clapper ready to receive the serve. And here it comes. Sent over, Gonzalez is there. Sarasulo goes quickly to Clapper. She's up high, down hard. Set point 1 averted. And now Clapper earns her way back to the service stripe. Backs against the proverbial wall. She needs 2 to tie this one up. Clapper up. Clapper over. Good serve. Nice pass. Here's a right side attack. Sent over. Aknes. Back to Sarasulo. It falls to the floor. And set number 1 goes the way of the Bruins. It's in the books, 25-22. I think we do change sides here, so I'm going to do my best to swap sides. If you're subject to seasickness, I recommend closing your eyes for a bit. Because I'm going to head around to the other side and try to redo this. We're on the move here in San Jose. How about a little Chad Johnson music? This one's appropriately called Ride Along.
Let it cry, let it be. Last kiss for you and me. We'll turn the page, the win and win. Heart of gold, heart of love. Can't you see it's all above? Well, the worst word gets better every day. Feel the good one coming on in an old-fashioned country song. Well, brown eyes singing all night long. What a guy, not a lie. You can't always get what you want, but you'll be proud every Saturday night. Mama tried, daddy lied. Who thought I'd walk the line? Well, guess it's true, Coach, you both can't survive. Feeling good won't coming on in an old-fashioned country song with brown eyes singing all night long. Simple man on an old dirt road, Hank Williams, God rest his soul. Every road's a test to have a song. Was prison on a runaway train, never thought I could feel such pain. She rode a rescue ride along. Oh, I'm a lonesome song. I'm a lonesome song. I'm a Prince, Mary Jane, Last Dance, well, it's all the same. Well, old red's creeping out of sight. Turn up the lights, turn on the tunes, Martin Ziller and a sonic boom. Well, honky tonk, women don't be cruel. I feel the good one coming on in an old-fashioned country song. Well, brown eyes singing all night long. Man on an old dirt road, and Hank Williams, God rest his soul. Every road's a test to have a song. Was in prison on a runaway train, never thought I could feel such pain. At your own rescue ride along. Oh, lonesome song. I'm a lonesome song. God rest his soul. Every road's test to have a song. Was in prison on a runaway train, never thought I could feel such pain. At your own rescue ride along. At your own rescue ride along. Oh, I'm a lonesome song. Lonesome song. Lonesome song. Lonesome song.
All right, back on court number 4. That is Chad Johnson Music, the official, unofficial musical sponsor of Spellybrook Sports Network. We use Chad Johnson Music because this platform, Easy Reels, manufactured by Sam McKay, streams straight to YouTube, but if we don't have musical rights to the music we play, sometimes these streams go into jail. So Chad Johnson, a good friend of the program, has authorized us to use his music. So if you enjoy what you're hearing, check it out. Chad Johnson Music. Minnesota-based. I am Minnesota-based. So that's what you get. All right, we're ready to start set number 2. Sarah Sulo is going to get things going for the Huskies. There's a signal for ready, and we start now. Sarah Sulo down the line, picked up by the Bruins. Here they come. Big swing off the block, right into the broadcast booth, and point number 1 goes the way of the Bruins. The Bruins have heated up here, off to a bit of a slow start. Huskies got out front early, but it's been a lot of Bruins since midway through the first set. Here's the serve sent over, picked up by Clapper. Nelson goes to El Shakawi. Partial block by Nelson, gets by Clapper, and it's a point Bruins. Got some new names I'm going to have to learn here. Blazek is in the full leggings, and number 12 in the front row is El Shakawi. Clapper goes down to get it. Cerasulo chases it down. El Shakawi into the block and down. Point Bruins. And quickly 3-0 Bruins out front here in set number 2. They took set number 1. Upset alert here on court 4. Bruins send it over. Good serve. Clapper goes down to get it. Tipped over by Cerasulo. Here come the Bruins once again. They're going to go right side tip. Nelson there. Sarasulo back to Clapper. Steps into it off the block. Picked up by the Bruins. Here they come now. Strong side off the block. Nice dig by Blazek. And El Shikarawi got spun around there and was unable to get the third attack over. And now 4-0 Bruins continuing to set one momentum, send it over and down. Ace serve, 5-0 early timeout to the Huskies. They're down 5. And they're also down 1-0. Got to do something to change things up here. In San Jose. And then incorrect to say we're on court 4. It's actually court 3. Give me a sec, I'm going to step aside. All right, here come the Bruins. Sent over. New libero Johnson sends it outside. Sarasulo sends it outside to El Sharkawi for the kill. Good timeout from the Huskies, and now they get their first point, 5-1. Getting reports of audio issues. That's unfortunate. Hopefully it's not as bad as it sounds. Clapper, big swing. Going for the short serve, finds the net. Point Bruins. Now here come the Bruins. They lead 6-1. Sent over. Sarasulo wants El Shikarawi. Nice attack picked up by the Bruins. Big time attack there, sent up by Johnson. Clapper goes outside. Yay, big swing. Off the deflection, out of play. Point Huskies. It's actually 6-2 is the score. Johnson back to serve. Junior out of Shoreline, Washington. Bruins 7, Huskies 3. Bruins send it down the line, picked up by Ye. Sarasulo is going to go back to Al Shikawi into the block, picked up by the Bruins. They're going to go with the attack. Scrambling are the Huskies, sent over by Sarasulo. Look out, middle attack, tipped over, popped up in the air. Sarasulo keeps it up. Ye sends it over, picked up by the Bruins again. This time they're going to go strong side, blocked by Al Shikawi. Right side attack down the line, picked up by Johnson. Sarasulo goes to Clapper, back row, sent over, picked up by the Bruins. Now here they come again. They're going to go back row on their own. Sent up high by Sarasulo. Clapper goes outside. Yay. Off the block, picked up by the Bruins. We're still in on 2. Goes over. Sarasulo goes to get it. Yay outside. El Shikarawi down the line. Nice attack. Better dig. Back row, free ball over. Steinke is there. Sarasulo on 2. Picked up with the pancake. Scrambling are the Bruins. Can't keep it up. And it's a point. Huskies. Good rally there. Good play on both sides of the net. And now Spoladoro in to serve. Down 3. Spoladoro up. Spoladoro over. Picked up by the Bruins. Right side attack off the deflection to the floor. Point Bruins. And now they've again doubled up the Huskies 8-4 in set number 2. Doubled up at 3-6. Doubled up at 4-8 are the Huskies. Fighting for their match lives here, down 1-0. Sent over, Ye sent it up high. Spoladoro goes to get it into the bench area. Free ball by Ye. It's a good one into the corner. Picked up by the Huskies. They're going to come with their strong side attack. Clapper picks it up. Spoladoro goes outside. Sarasulo Nice attack, but sent over. Spoleto with the dig. Johnson goes outside. Yay, down the line, off the hands, off the wall. Kill. Huskies. Nice attack by Ye on the right side. And she earns her way back to the service stripe. Ye now down 3, 5-8. Good strong serve off the neckboard, picked up by the Bruins. They're going to run quickly to the right side. Spoleto with the dig. Sarasulo sends it outside. Johnson, free ball over. Here come the Bruins. Right side attack. Tip, picked up by Johnson and over. Bruins now going to try the left side. Big swing down the line. It scores. Point to the Bruins. Huskies down 4 in set number 2. Lost set 1. Here come the Bruins. Johnson up. Spoleto to Sarasulo. Two-hander over. Looking for a hole. Bruins are there. Strong side attack over the block. Nice dig by Blazak. Outside. Clapper off the block. Scrambling around. Free balled over. Nice job. Johnson steps into it. Spoleto quickly to Steinke. Scores for the Huskies. Steinke does a good job there. Quick set into the middle. Double block was there. She turned to go line. She found it. Point for Steinke. She's primarily a beach player. Is doing a good job out of the middle for the Huskies. Middle attack is over the block and to the floor. Nice quick attack by the Huskies, and they get the ball, by the Bruins. They get the ball right back and lead by 4. 10-6, Huskies on top. Bruins on top. In set number 2, number 14 back to serve. Clapper, Spoleto, back to Clapper, punched over. Here come the Bruins. Trouble there. The back set finds the net. Now back to serve Sarasulo. Down 3. Clapper, big swing off the high hands, picked up by the Bruins. Strong side attack sent over. Johnson there. Sarasulo goes back to El Shikawi. Off the block and scores. 10-8 now the score. Huskies battling back, trail by 2. Sarasulo to serve. Sent over short, picked up by the Bruins. Outside, big swing. Johnson comes in. Sarasulo wants Blazak in the back row, sent over. Now here come the Bruins. Middle attack off the high hands. Johnson does a good job getting an arm on it. But no second contact for the Huskies, and the Bruins stop the mini run out of the Huskies and now lead 3. Number 20 to serve, leading by 3, 11-8, sends it over. Johnson there, Sarasulo into the middle. Nelson, big swing, picked up by the Bruins. Back row attack coming. It's beyond the block and beyond the baseline. Point for the Huskies. Clapper back to serve, down 2, 9-11. Never forget, God bless America. Here we go. Nice serve over. Big attack, picked up nicely. El Shikawi over, off the block. Here come the Bruins. Middle attack tipped over. Clapper is there. Sarasulo goes outside. Yay, off the high hands. Off the deflection. Scrambling are the Bruins. Free ball over. Clapper there. Sarasulo wants El Shikawi. Block there, picked up nicely by Johnson. Clapper back row, big swing for the Husky kill. Clapper scoring for the Huskies and earning her way back to the service stripe. Down 1, looking to tie. Clapper up. Good strong serve. Just long. Point. Bruins. Boy, that couldn't have missed by much. Bruins by 2. 12-10. Number 26 serving. Ball's up, ball's over. Ball's not over. Into the net and down. Point Huskies. As Riley Johnson trots back to the service stripe. She will try to tie things. Down 1. Johnson sends it over into the 6. A little bit of trouble. It's down. Ace serve. Riley Johnson. We're knotted at 12 here in set number 2. 12-12. Timeout. Bruins. I'm going to step aside, take a quick break. More Chad Johnson music. This is Fire and Steel.
When I was growing up, Daddy told me that nothing in this life is for real. Pull you in like fire and light. You'll shine like polished steel. Never turn your back on a true friend. Face troubles in your life. 2 hard days, work at your very best. You sleep in peace each night. Oh, I still.
All right, we'll see how the timeout went there. 12-12 midway through set number 2. Good job for the Huskies battling back. Down 5-0 at one point. Good serve in system, middle attack. Big swing picked up by Sarasulo, but it's off the back wall. And it's a point UCLA. They break the tie and exactly halfway through set number 2. They have a 1-point advantage. Here comes the serve, sent over. Johnson there. Sarasulo with options. Into the middle. Steinke tip. Nice pickup. Now here comes strong side attack. Blocked by El Sakawi. And there's a left-hander blocked by Ye and down. We'll give the assist to Steinke. She was there, but I think that was mostly Ye for the stuff block. And it's the Black Cat point now. 13-13 here in set number 2. Spoladoro sends it into the 1. Good serve. Not coming back. Ace serve. Spoladoro. And the Huskies break that tie. Spoladoro now 14-13. 1-point lead. Short into the 1. Picked up by the Bruins. Here they come. Right side attack through the block. Clapper, nice dig. Spoladoro sends it outside. Ye, 2-hander over. Picked up by the Bruins. Middle. Go right side attack. Spoladoro with a nice dig. Johnson up to Ye. Ye, big swing. Picked up nicely by the Bruins. They're going to come strong side. No, it's an over ball. Swiped back by Sarasulo. Free ball not coming back. Point Huskies. Good work there by the Huskies. As Spoladoro back to serve now with a 2-point lead. 15-13. Huskies lead. Spoladoro into the 6. Picked up in system. Just over the block. Misconnect there on the Bruins side. Point Huskies, and now 16-13. Off the hand of Spoladoro now. Sophomore out of Cottage Grove, Minnesota. Good swing, good serve, nice pass, right side attack, big swing. It's off the Steinke block and to the floor. Point Bruins. Serve over, serve long, point Huskies. Good last second avoidance there by Ye. She read that one right. It floated past the baseline, not by much, but it did. And now 17-14. The score here in the gym. Strong serve goes 17-15. Huskies battling for their match live. Sent over Johnson, sends it up high. Good hustle by Blazak. Sarasulo is going to free ball over, and here we go. Here come the Bruins in system. Right side attack. The lefty over. Spolero dig. Johnson goes outside to Sarasulo. Looping shot into the one. It's down. Point to the Huskies. Nice scramble there by the Huskies. Nice put away by Sarasulo. And now Steinke back to serve. Leading 3, sent over. Good serve. Trouble not coming back. Ace serve. Addie Steinke. Point to the Huskies, and now it's 19-15. Steinke. Up. Over. Down once again. Back-to-back aces. And the Huskies now in the red zone, 20-15. Timeout Bruins. We're going to step aside once again. Still working on the audio here. This one, Chad Johnson music, is called It Might Take Time.
Trains are leaving on the road. We've all been here before. Make a clean break, for heaven's sake. I've never known love without a little hate. Oh, 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 a little Conrad. Annabelle thinks that I'm a fool.
Quick timeout, 15-20, Bruins down. Huskies in the red zone, and here comes Steinke. Good timeout by the Bruins. We call that a coach's point. And a timeout results in a service error. Give credit to the coaches there. And the Bruins with life now, down 4. Number 14 in to serve. Up. And not over. That one finds the net cord. Back-to-back service errors. And now Sarasulo back to serve. Huskies 5-point advantage. 21-16 down the line. Rolls off the net cord and falls to the floor. Ace serve Sarasulo. Urban Meth says that every 12.8 seconds of every practice are spent working on that net cord serve. And we see it there. Sarasulo down the line. Trouble again. Scrambling are the Bruins. Free ball over. Blazak's there. Sarasulo with options all the way across to Clapper. Down the line. Nice dig. Here come the Bruins. They're going to go right side. Sent over. Sarasulo with the dig. Johnson goes outside. El Shikari off the block, picked up by the Bruins. Big swing down the line. Nice dig by Johnson. Sarasulo back row. Blazak, nice attack. Picked up by the Bruins. Scrambling, however, sent over free. Sarasulo is there. Johnson, El Shikari. Picked up nicely by the Bruins. They're going to go left side. Big swing, but it's in the net. Point to the Huskies, 23-16 now. Huskies open up a 7-point lead here in set number 2. Sarasuli sends it over. Picked up by the Bruins. Right side attack, tipped over, picked up by Johnson. Sarasuli with options. Blazak back row, big swing. Picked up by the Bruins, free ball over. Sarasuli with the dig. Johnson's going to go outside to Clapper. Clapper, big swing off the block, but out. Point to the Huskies, 24-16 on the hook now for set number 2 is Sarasulo. And here we go. Down the line. Good pass in system. Middle attack tipped over and down. point Bruins. Nice quick attack there by the Bruins. Score. And now, still backs against the wall. They need 7 to tie. Number 20 on the serve. Up. Over. Clapper there. Sarasula quickly into Nelson. Picked up by the Bruins. Free ball coming. There it is. Sarasulo to Johnson. Outside. Al Sharkawi scores for the Huskies. And the Huskies take set number 2. 25-17. And we'll go to a third and decisive set number 3. In moments, more Chad Johnson music, What We've Become.
Standing on the dark side every now and then, the wrong side of the tracks. Always searching just one more thing to reel my busy life. You are still here taking it in, taking it all this time. You must feel numb from this drum, from what we've become. Yeah. What we've become. I don't settle for high. What we've become. Baby, I know it's my fault. What we've become. Remember taking that vow. What we've become. How could we lie? What we've become. Yeah. What we've become. Yeah. Landing on the fairway, I would say it's opposite of my life. Always scraping the bottom of the barrel. My other brother Carol rolls by. Wipe your tears, making a smile, making every single mile. Pick up your mess, more is less, less is more, I guess. Yeah. What we become. I don't wanna settle for high. What we become. Baby, I know it's my fault. What we become. Remember taking that vow.
right, perfectly timed break there as we are about ready. Both sides have been checked by the R1. It looks like the Bruins are going to start things off here. Set number 3, it's going to go fast. We're racing to 15. There's the signal for ready. And here come the Bruins now. Down the line, picked up by Clapper. Nelson goes back to Blazik, sends over short, picked up by the Bruins. In system, middle attack, bounces right off the block. Picked up by the Bruins again. Strong side attack off the high hands, picked up by Johnson. Spoladoro outside, Clapper down the line. Nice dig by the Bruins, but it's not coming back. Point to the Huskies. Boy, was that a blast by Clapper down the line to earn the first point for the Huskies. And now Sarah Sulo back to serve. Down the line. Trouble. Scrambling on the Bruins. Free ball coming. There it is. It's wide. Free ball error. Point Huskies. 2-0 Huskies in the race to 15. Sarah Sulo up. Down the line again. In system. Right side attack. Over the block. Over the baseline. No touch. Point Huskies. Spoladoro grabs the ball out of the ball hopper. Hopefully we got the game ball back. I'm sure we did. 3-0 the score. Sarah Sulo down the line again. Trouble. Nice pass. Scrambling. Free ball coming, and there it is. It's short. It's a good one. Plays like nice job. Sarah Sulo can't pick up the second. That was a sneaky little play there. Dump just over where the setter would normally be. Sarah Sulo, as she is supposed to do, charge the net to get into position. But it left a little bit of a hole. Good serve. Clapper there. It's over. Sarah Sulo picks it out of the net. Nelson loses the joust at the net. Oh, we got a net violation called on UCLA. Break there for the Huskies. Point Huskies as Clapper comes back to serve. Joust at the net. Number 18's got a few inches on Nelson. Won the height battle, but she was in the net. And now here comes Clapper, 4-1 down the line. Strong side attack, punched over, blocked back. We'll give the block to El Shirkawi. Assist to Nelson. 4 big arms up there for the Huskies. Send that ball back, and now it's 5-1. Huskies a third of the way there. Clapper up. Clapper drills it. Nice pickup by the Bruins. Nice dig by Sarah Sulo. Johnson to Clapper. She steps into it. Back row attack picked up by the Bruins. They're going to go back row on their own. Sent over. Sarah Sulo to her knees to pick it up. Johnson to Ye. Big swing. Cross court pick up by the libero. Now they're going to go strong side. Picked up by Johnson. Ye in the middle. Goes deep one. Picked up nicely. Right side attack. Loop shot over. Picked up by Clapper. Sarah Sulo into the middle. Nelson. Picked up by the Bruins. Now here they come right side. Strong side attack off the block. Just outside the reach of Sarah Sulo. Well-earned point for the Bruins. And it's 5-2. Libero number 26 back for the Bruins. Down 3, set 3. Sent up high by Ye. Sarah Sulo goes back to Clapper. Big attack off the block. Picked up nicely. Free ball coming. Sent into the net. Point. Huskies. 6-2 now. Middle swap. As Steinke comes in. Nelson takes a break. That means Johnson is going to serve. Up 4. Johnson down the line. Strong serve. Nice pass. Strong side attack. Big swing down the line. Called in. Thought the ball was out. They called it in. A nice attack indeed, though. That ball was right on the net. It was pounded straight down. Looked to me be slightly wide, but I don't get a vote. Huskies with the Bruins doubled up here. 6-3. Bruins climbing back in. 21 to serve. Sent over. Ye goes down to get it. Nice recovery. Clapper back row is long, and that scramble play didn't work. And here come the Bruins. Now down by 2. 4-6. 21 to serve. Sent over. Ye is there. Sarasulos back to Al Shakawi. Down the line. Nice pick up by the Bruins. It was a good attack. Strong side attack. Free balled over. Ye. Sarasulo. Back to Ye. Off the high hands. To the floor. Point. Huskies. Spoladoro in. El Sharkawi out. Spoladoro will serve with a 3-point lead. 7-4, number 4 serving. Spoladoro, good cross-court serve. Picked up nicely. Free ball coming, no, middle attack. Johnson scrambling are the Huskies. It's not coming back. Nice little poke to an open part of the floor by the Bruins there, and they pick up that point. Huskies lead by 2. Number 13 to serve. Look out. This has been the run all day long. Johnson, good pass. Spoladoro outside. Sarasulo can't get to it. It was too far outside. And it's a point to the Bruins. 6-7 now. Number 13 looking to tie things up here in set number 3. Johnson straight up. Ye is going to go outside. Sarasulo, free ball. Time to play defense. Here come the Bruins. Look out. Right side attack. Tipped over. Johnson's there. Spoladoro. Sarasulo. Off the block. Off the antenna. That's a Husky point. Good job there by the Huskies. It was a crowded corner over there. We're going to switch sides. I'm going to do my best to get over there quickly, but hold on. I'll try to stay live here. It's Huskies 8, Bruins 6. Ye is going to serve. Might be a little bumpy here. Here we go, mostly in position. Ye over. Ace serve, Ye. Point, Huskies. Not sure if you're able to see that or not. Not used to this running back and forth thing. This is, COVID killed that, but we'll do it. Yay now, 9-6. Sent over, looks strong, it was strong. Point Bruins. We're now standing amongst the Bruins fans. You can hear them to my left. Blazak in for the Huskies. Here come the Bruins. Short serve. Service error. Return. Favor there. As Steinke comes back to serve for the Huskies. Steinke up. 3-point lead. Short. 3 serves in a row have been freebies for the other team. And it's a 10-8 match. Your Huskies 2/3 of the way there, but the Bruins not going away easy. Number 14 in to serve, down by 2. Serve is up, it's over. Blazek is there. Spoladoro with options. She goes outside. Clapper, big swing. No touch. It's long. Point to the Bruins. Now they are serving to tie it. Down the line, Blazak there. Spoladoro with options. She goes back to Sarasulo. It's blocked. Scrambling are the Huskies, but that darn net in the way. And the Herkster point, 10-10 here in set number 3. We're all of a sudden racing to 5. Number 14 to serve. Both teams needing 5 to put the match away. Serve up, down the line, picked up by Clapper. Spoladoro, back to Clapper. Tip shot into the corner, picked up nicely. Right side attack, blocked by Clapper and down. Big time play by Clapper, showing senior leadership out of Denver, Colorado. Scores for the Huskies. El Sharkawi reports back in. Sarasulo to serve. Good serve. Nice pickup. Scrambling are the Bruins. It's free-balled over. Johnson, Sarasulo with options. Clapper off the block. Picked up by Nelson. Sarasulo wants El Shakarawi down the line. Picked up by the Bruins once again. Good defense. And then in a strong side attack into the Nelson block and to the floor. Point to the Bruins. Another Dave Koenig point. 11-11 here. A tense third set on court 3 here at San Jose State. Serves up, not over. Point Huskies. Good break for the Dogs there. And now is Ye. Back to serve is Clapper. 1 point lead for the Huskies. Up, over. Nice pass. Strong side attack. It's a big one. Johnson with the dig. Ye goes down to get it. Fires it into Sarasulo. 12-12. Bruins 12. Huskies 12. Race to 3. Good strong serve. Johnson sends it up high. Sarasulo with options. Nelson tip shot over. Nice job to get a hand under it by the Bruins, but no return, and it's a point Huskies. The Huskies now need 2. They're up 1. 13-12 in this race to 15. Johnson back to serve. Sent over into the 6. Trouble. Scrambling are the Bruins. Free ball coming, and there it is. Clapper. Sarasulo with options. Back to El Shakarawi. Hammers to the floor. Point to the Huskies. El Shakarawi scoring for the Huskies, getting them to set 3 and match point. Timeout Bruins. They want to talk it over. The gym has quieted. Good representation from UCLA. I do see a few Husky fans in the building as well. Stanford awaits. You can see them in the top part of the screen behind the net, right side. Bruins break the huddle. Huskies go hands up. They break the huddle. Riley Johnson to serve on the hook for set 3 in the match. Johnson cocks. Johnson fires. Sent up high in system with options. Strong side attack. It's over. Johnson dig. Sarasulo outside. Ye. Off the high hands. Picked up by the Bruins. Here they come. Right side attack. The big lefty. Blocked by Ye and sent over. Stanky goes up on 2 and sends it over. Point. Set number 3. And the match to your University of Washington Huskies in a thriller here in match number 1 at San Jose State. Good even match there. Both teams battled hard. In the end, the Huskies prevail. Schedule-wise here, we're off for a match. Well, the girls ref, we're off. We'll be back in roughly an hour. Same court for the matchup between the host school, San Jose Spartans. We'll sign off for now. You've been watching Husky Volleyball on Spallybrook Sports Network. They win a tight one, 2-1 here at San Jose State in San Jose, California. We will stand. We're going to shut down from now. We'll be back in an hour. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you soon.